Well, stay tuned to the channel. I got some great content on the horizon. I have Dr. James Beckett scheduled as we're going to be chopping up the rookie cards as we often do. We get together maybe once or twice a year and do some content together. At the same time, I have a special video coming up, and that's going to be the true rookie cards of Caitlin Clark. As I do on occasion, I do presentations, and what we do is we filter through the fluff, right? So stay tuned to this channel. You don't want to miss it. We got some good stuff coming up. And I was going to release some of these videos, and I stopped everything. Um, it's one of them things where I got an email that I found concerning. It was a crisis situation. I had one of the viewers had reached out to me via email. He says, I am a rookie card collector and I am in crisis. And so that was the subject line for the email. And I want to share this email with you because there's some things that we can learn from it that really kind of gives us a state of the hobby, like an example, exhibit A per se. And I want to get into that because there's some things in here, some verbiage that I found very concerning, and I'm going to share them with you now. Well, hey, hello and welcome, rookie card collectors. Welcome back to the channel, and we're just going to get right into it today. I'm going to share with you an email that I received here in the last couple days. The name of this person will remain anonymous as I did not get a chance to ask him if it was okay to share this or share his name anyways. But let's get right into it. He says, hello, my name is, and I'm a 24-year-old who recently started collecting sports cards. And after finding your channel, your PSA set registry guides and chat Holmgren rookie analysis were incredibly insightful and sparked my interest. However, I've run into a bit of trouble. After watching your market trend videos, I made some impulsive purchases totaling about $800, focusing on players who seemed to be hot at the time. Unfortunately, it looks like I bought at the peak, and the value of these cards is now dropping significantly. For example, my Pablo Banchero cards have already lost 40% of their value in just 3 weeks. Right now, my collection feels more like a financial burden than a fun hobby. Given your expertise, I was hoping you could share your number one rule for identifying overhyped cards before their value declines. I would really appreciate some of the true RCS's wisdom to help me approach my collecting more strategically moving forward rather than just making impulsive bets. Thank you so much for your guidance you can offer. Wow, so let's break this down and think this thing all the way through. So what do we have here? We have a 24-year-old person who seems to be fairly new to collecting. He seems to have been purchasing cards, he feels, at the peak, and he's lost significant value in his cards, and he feels a little bummed out about it. It seems like, reading between the lines, he's looking for some guidance, some advice on what to do. And here's what I would love: if once you watch this video all the way through, leave a comment giving this person some advice, and maybe he can get the advice of multiple people here. But it's one of them things where, it's I was a little bit taken back by this email, and I read it a few times, and it was very concerning to me, especially the way he worded certain phrases. And it's one of them things where I read it. I was not in a position to answer back. I wasn't even at home. I read this thing on my cell phone when I was out and about. But I kind of went on with my day, and then he emailed me again, not but 19 hours later, and it really threw up a red flag to me. Let me share with you another email that he sent me. This is the second email that he sent me. He says, and it basically had 4 words: my friend, I'm waiting. So now I'm thinking to myself, okay, what's going on here? So I went ahead and I took my time and I wrote him a response. And let me share it with you now, and then we can talk about it. I hope this email finds you well. I was trying to figure out which market trend videos you were referring to because I typically stay away from those type of topics. Reason why is the number one rule for me is never buy in the hype. Don't be discouraged. You are learning a valuable lesson, one that we all have walked at some point. If you are collecting for PC, the price fluctuations shouldn't matter and shouldn't bother you. If you are in it for investment purposes, the only safe bet is vintage pre-1980s. I don't invest, I collect, and my focus is on prospecting for Hall of Famers. Even if these guys don't make it into the Hall, there is typically a strong collector market for them. I'm looking for players who have at least 5 years of consistently good numbers. Emphasis, this is how I do it and don't recommend it to anybody. There are other cards I collect that I consider high risk, like Caitlin Clark and Victor Wembanyama. I collect these players because I've watched them play and I see greatness in them. So I'm a fan. If their cards go to 0, it doesn't matter to me. Hype and market trends are temporary and can easily be manipulated by agendas. Instead, I use data. I become a student of the game and the player. I focus on learning about the cards themselves and about which ones appeal to me. Yes, it is a lot of work, but ultimately, that's what it takes in order for you to find the answers you're looking for. You can do it, and you may find it to be lots of fun. I hope this helps, and I wish you all the best in your collecting journey. So I believe here is what I consider kind of the exhibit A for making a case on the state of the hobby. This is the type of stuff that is behind the scenes of real life realities of what the sports card collecting investing mentality can do to our collecting and our overall mental state with collecting. It has the capability of us getting in over our heads, losing a lot of money, and becoming discouraged with the whole process. I've often heard about this type of thing. I've often seen this type of thing, but I have never experienced this type of situation. And when this person shared with me what they're going through and they shared with me their testimony, it was really eye-opening to me, the dangers of getting into this hobby for investment purposes only. There's so much more to this thing that we have to learn and understand, and we have to be in a position where we can't be afraid of losing. If your cards go to 0, it should not make or break you unless you're getting in over your head financially. And so these are the types of things that as collectors, we need to be mindful of, as a novice collector, especially. I give this person a lot of credit for at least being young and unsure, but at least having the wisdom to reach out to a more veteran collector for their opinion. That, my friend, is a very intelligent move for this person to do. I would love to know in the comments down below, what's your take on this thing? Maybe you can leave this person some advice, and I'll be sure to link them the video so that they can see what, not just my opinion, but multiple voices in this specific situation. What would you tell this person if they were to ask you this same question? Listen, that's going to be it for this episode. I appreciate you tuning in. Stay tuned. Like I said, stay tuned. There's going to be some great content coming up. And remember, my friends, here's the ultimate advice that I can give anybody, and that is that not all rookie cards are created equal. Until next time, buenos nachos, muchachos.